So Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope all everyone is doing great. So tonight we're going to have Ali Hassan as our guest, and he will be talking about utilization of Geo Maps using Python. So let's invite Ali Hassan.
Hello,
Assalamu
Asma.
alaikum
How are
Ali
you?
Hassan. How are you?
Yeah, walaikum
I'm doing
salam.
great.
I
How
am
are you?
great. What about you? Yes, I am great. I'm great. Okay. So, by the way, first of all,
So
thank you so. By the first of all, sorry for interrupting you. First of all, thank you so much for having me on your show. It's been such a pleasure for me to coming on your show. Yeah.
thank you very much, Ali, for giving us your time, especially in the month of Ramzan. I know it's a very hectic routine during Ramzan, and I really appreciate that you give us time. So, before we jump into your session, we would like to know, brief about yourself. That what inspires you to be in a this track of knowledge sharing, and what are your achievements, and what are you currently doing. So, just give us a quick introduction about yourself that would be beneficial for our
Yeah.
for our audience.
Yeah, so actually, I'm a data scientist and a Python expert, and also I'm a Udemy instructor from last 2 years. And also, what actually motivated me that I have been a lot of interest in the machine learning and deep learning algorithms. So then I thought that I have to jump into the into the ML side, and then also I have realized that when I start to explore the data, then I realized that we can actually get a lot of information from the data, and then I moved to the geospatial data analysis, and I have done such an amazing work in the geospatial graphing, and uh, uh, and and also I'm a researcher, so also I also do work on the research work too, and that's all about me.
That's amazing, Ali. It's great to know. Data is basically now the future of everything. Is it's grow
Yeah, it
exponentially. So
is.
it's
Yeah,
really important that I
yeah,
think from this is not a new area about exploration of data. It has been done in the
yeah.
past. You know how we can smartly extract something out of
Yes, ma'am.
data set, your data set, how make sense of your data, not just a bunch of rows and columns. And obviously the data sets are now growing into the petabytes and all those sort of
Yeah,
strength it has.
yes.
So currently challenges with a lot of opportunities out there in the data domain. The main challenge I think currently we face is how we can utilize different components within data sets, data domain itself, to to perform the analysis, to do the visualization, and to do the engineering, which eventually lead up to applying AI models, machine learning models into your data, and to smartly response to certain thing that comes your way. So I think your topic is very relevant because it is what I think is partially relevant to the GIS domain as well, where most of the data is about geographical instances. We have I think we have lost Ali, so let's wait for Ali to join back. Uh, so we really apologize. We are having a lot of internet issue these days in Pakistan. So it's please bear with us if we get lost in the
Oh,
way. I think you lost. We lost you in the way.
sorry, I am back now. I don't know what suddenly happened to my internet.
It's okay. It's okay. We really understand. As I am already like telling our audience that we have a lot of issues these days about internet in Pakistan. So just bear with us if we you
Yeah,
find us
yes.
lost in between some point. So So yeah, I think your topic is very interesting and relevant, because most of the GIS work has been done using a very specialized tools, and
Mhm.
visualization in data domain also have a very specialized you know uh, tool set about that. So utilizing that in Python, it I think it's really something we should look into. Before we go, I just want you to do elaborate a bit about your topic. What you're going to give us a kind of a brief agenda, if you could, that what we are expecting from this session, if you could. I think Ali has been freezed again.
Repeat again.
So yeah. I'm saying, just give us a quick overview about what you're going to, discuss today in
No,
your
I'm okay.
session about utilization of geo maps in Python. Like what we are going to expect out of it. What are the benefits, and what we are expecting out of the topic. I think we are again lost, Ali.
Okay.
Ali,
Hello,
if you could
Asma.
hear
Can you
me.
hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you and I can see you now. Please
Yeah.
continue.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to look into the like we are looking into the Airbnb data set, which will be actually basically about the that how we are going to map the houses in the Berlin, and also we will look into the GeoJSON, that what is it, and also we will look into the different type of geospatial data sets that we have, and what is actually geospatial and what are their types. So today we are going to look into this. So now I'm going to share my screen. So first of all, many audience here don't know about that what is geospatial data, how it look like, how to deal with it. So first of all, I am going to show you that how actually it look like, and what are their type and what are the benefits of the geospatial data. Okay, so my topic is about the utilization of the geomaps in Python. So first of all, the main thing came in mind that actually the geomaps are actually related to the geospatial data. So what is actually the spatial data? So that is the actually the data that actually identify the location boundaries feature, and also people usually use the Google Map. You can see that even though in the Uber and Careem we use it a lot. So we have seen there that if we have to go to the from one location to another, then actually Google Maps actually help us, and it actually draw a line on the map that from where to where you have to go. So this is a very big example of the of the geo map that we actually see nowadays. So we see in our phones. So actually the geospatial is the one that actually have the coordinates, and the data actually map uh, on it. So there are two. So there are two type of the geospatial data. One is the vector one, and one is the raster one. So the vector one we actually see in our normal days a lot. So in the vector one, actually we see that it is actually the data which is actually in the real world. So we actually have the lat long coordinate, and also we have the polygons like you can see here. For example, if there is one point here on the road and there is one point here on the road, so these point will have any latitude and longitude, and these will be here, and these area are the polygons, and the roads are actually the lines. So this kind of data actually called the vector data. So like as you can see here that in this image, this road is actually the line, and these places are actually the latitude and longitude one, and these are the polygon. So actually these polygons, before going into this, I want to tell you that these polygons are actually made up of the uh, made up of the set of different latitude and longitude. Like as you can see here that for example, if I join this all latitude and longitude point, it will make a polygon here. So likewise, for example, if I want this area, so so actually it has the latitude and longitude point from the every corner, and from like you can say that they actually have a point that from the 100 meter we will have our next lat long, and then next, and then next, and then we actually connect them all to make a polygon. So actually these kind of data actually help us a lot. So I will show you later that how this data set actually look like. And the next data that we have is the raster one. So what is the raster one? So in the raster ones, we actually see that sometime we see the these are like the forest at the grassland, and for example, you see that sometime we see data, or we see some images uh, like we see some images in which we can see the colors in the map. So these color actually define the elevation in the map, that where we have lot of altitude is height. So the altitude is the z point in the data set and in the map. Okay, so here we can see that this one is of the forest field. So as you can see here that the pink one is showing that here we don't have that, like we have land here, and here it is showing that here it is the high elevation in the blue area, and here it is the middle elevation. So this is actually showing us the altitude of the data. So raster maps actually look like this. That in the raster map, like you as you can see here, that here are some mountains, here are some greenery, of course, in this, but these are not like that actually. These are actually showing that the dark areas here has the bigger altitude than other, and the low light area has the smaller altitude. And as we can see here that here in the red spot, we can see that here we have a very big elevation. So these actually just the raster images actually show us that how the earth is looking like, that where we have elevation and where we don't have. So where we use our geospatial data, so it has a lot of benefit in the architecture and engineering. We can see that actually actually we make the like where we have to make the building, and how we are going to actually like you can say that how much area it will take. So it actually help us in the engineering and construction a lot. In the banks use the geospatial data a lot because the bank do analysis on the ATMs, like where they have the ATM machines in all over the country, and also they see that where they have the most user in the country, because they have the address of all, and then they just convert the addresses to the latitude and longitude points for each user they have in the bank, so that they can actually do the analysis that how their bank is actually growing and how actually their sales and they are increasing. And also we can see it in the cities too, because many actually use it for the like you can say in the urban planning, that where we will have the buildings, where we will have the homes, where we will have the parks. So there we use it a lot. And also in the healthcare and pharma, it is like the same, that the healthcare and pharmaceutical companies actually use it to analyze their growth in the in their sales. And in the transport one, we actually use it like as you can see in the Uber and Kareem. So Uber and Kareem actually do a lot of analysis on it, and because they actually see that where they have a lot of demand, so that they actually uh, do a lot of things for their business in their business intelligence. Today we will look into the Airbnb dataset. We will work on the two dataset. One will be the listing and one will be the neighborhood. So, what is the listing and what is the neighborhood? So, in the listing one, actually, this data set is basically about the Berlin. So in the Berlin, we have different lat long points, and also these peoples are actually telling the prices, that what is the price of this house and what is the price of this house, like they are like we have the data set of kind of like 20,000 crores here, and the neighborhood one is the GeoJSON one, like which is in the GeoJSON form, like that. So actually in our country, in our Pakistan, these kind of polygons are actually called here the our union consuls. But here in the Germany, as I see on the Airbnb, they were telling it about the neighborhoods. So that's what we will look into it. So let's go into the geospatial data in Python. First of all, Python has a very easy learning curve, that anyone can easily learn it so easily, because they have a lot of libraries, and you can easily utilize them. So today we will just look into the three libraries. First will be the pandas, second will be the folium, and third will be the geopandas. Why we will use the pandas? We will use the pandas to get our CSV and store in the data frame. Also, we will look later that what is data frame and how it look like, and also we will look into the listing CSV, that what is in this, and the folium library will be for the visualization, and the geopanda will be the for the geojson data that we have in the neighborhood.geojson. So let's go. Okay, so actually right now I am using the Google Collaboratory, and I have actually uploaded the dataset already on my Google Drive in the geographical data folder, where I have two dataset. One is the neighborhood.geojson and one is the listing.csv. So just to mount it, actually we just click on mount drive and then it just mount our drive. Actually I have mounted my drive already, so that's where it's coming here. And GeoPandas is not actually installed in it. So first of all, we will install the GeoPandas in the Google Collaboratory. Okay. So First of all, let's just look into the volume, that how it look like, and what does this simple library do. So Folium is actually for the making a maps, and to making you can actually plot your data on this map. So for making a simple map, you just call it like folium.map, and then you can just give any location that from where your map will start. So right now I have gave this latitude and longitude, so my map is actually starting from here. Let's just move ahead. Okay, so right now I am going to import my three libraries, as I have talked about: pandas, geopandas, and folium. So let's just move to the separate cell. So after this, actually, as you can see that as I have actually uploaded my listing.csv here in the Google Drive. So for getting here, we just go to the My Drive, and mine is my drive and geographical data. So here in the geographical data, I just click on the like copy path, and then actually if I just do control V, it will actually paste the same path here. So now I'm going to run this. Read CSV is actually to reading this CSV, because this file is in the CSV. And here I am actually making my data frame small, because it have a lot of attributes. So as you can see here, that my so this is actually called the data frame, which is actually my data set. But this is a data structure in the Python, which is actually provided by the pandas, and that actually can store the data set like you see in the Excel and in the SQL. So here, as you can see, that here we have ID, we have room type, we have different kind of room type. It is the home, apartment, private room, and also in the neighborhood we have like their different names, that what are their neighborhood, and we have the latitude and longitude values here, and also we have price for each home. So that's actually our data set actually looking like this. So right now we have actually like kind of approximately 19,900, like it's something like 20,000 rows. So now I'm going to make a sample of my data set. So to make a sample of my data set, I am just going to take, like here I'm taking the 1,000 rows. I can actually take, for example, if I just take the 600. So after taking the 600, if I just show you that how actually it look like now, you can see that it actually randomly pick the 600 rows here, because actually we don't have that much time here in this session. So I am going to do it on my small data set, which is right now of the 600 rows. So after getting this, so right now we have our listing.df, which has the 600 rows. Okay, so now I am going to show you one more thing. So we have 600 rows here. So I have just imported my Folium library, and then I am going to making my map. Right now my lat long are of the Germany, of the Berlin. So let me show you that how we get this lat long. You just have to go to map.google.com. Meanwhile it's opening. Okay, it's open. Okay, so you just have to, as this data set is of the Berlin, so I will just write Berlin here. So now it has taken me to the Berlin. So what I will do, I will just right click on this, and I will just get this here. Okay, below is coming that it is copied to the clipboard. So this one is copied to the clipboard. Then actually we just paste here. So now I have pasted here. The zoom start for actually says that when we will load our map, then how much it should zoom. I'm just increasing the value to 7. And here is the loop for this, that here actually we are just going through the old list. So this is the loop in the Python. That loop should be start from, that loop will be start from 0 to the length of this list, and my length is 600. So it will just go one by one. The ith value will become here. The I look actually tell the location that first it will get this, then this, then this, then this. So like that it will get it. So first of all, it will get the long latitude of this one, and then the longitude of this. So what it is happening here, that first it is just taking the latitude and longitude to make the marker, because we have the function folium.marker which will actually make the marker on our screen. And then we are just making a pop-up. I will show you when I will show you my output, that what is actually pop-up here. So in the pop-up I am saying that it will show the room type, neighborhood, and price. Okay, I'm going to run myself. Now I will refresh this. So after refreshing it, I can see that now, as you can see that in the date modifier, it has updated. I'm going to download this and open it here. So right now my map is loading. So we are in the Berlin right now here in this map. Okay, I'm going to zoom this map. So here are the different houses in the Berlin that we have mapped of the Airbnb. So if I click on the one pin, these are actually pins. So this is actually the pop-up. So here you can see that it is showing that room type is the private room. So here this room is actually the private room. The neighborhood name is this, and the price is 400. So these one are actually showing us the all different rooms in the Berlin. As you can see here, these are actually 600 pins. So in the next step, we are going to load our GeoJSON data set, because we have to make the GeoJSON, like as you can see that we have the union consoles here. So here they actually may visit the neighborhood, and we will just make we will just draw the polygons behind it. Okay, so as I have showed you that I have uploaded my neighborhood.geojson here. So again, I just in my drive, in my geographical data folder, I just like copy the path and then I just paste it here. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So I have run this. Okay, so drawing this GeoJSON, you always have to get the GeoPandas library, because it will make the all instance in the Geo series. Okay, so after making in the Geo series, here we have a very simple code of the GeoJSON to make our GeoJSON. So we have one function which is folium.geojson. As you can see, my data frame name is df. So I'm just going to write here df, that this df you have to load on the map. And then I'm saying that in the pop-up, you will show me the neighborhood and the neighborhood group. As you can see that we have two columns here. One is the neighborhood and one is the neighborhood group. And here I'm saying that the color will be black, and this will be the opacity, that what will be the that how much the color will be dark. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So when you run this, as you can see here, here is the Berlin GeoJSON. I have just lost somewhere. Okay, yeah. So here is the Berlin neighborhood. So I'm just like making my hover over it, and it is just changing all the value. So now let's do one more thing. We have to merge the pins and this GeoJSON now, so that we can actually understand that kind of like where that in which polygon and in which neighborhood we have many houses. So let's just do it. So to do this, it is very simple. You have to keep you have to look at the one thing that I am doing add to m. I am using this function add to m, and here you can see above to that I have used the function add to m. So it means that that what is my m? So m is my map, so I am just adding the things on the map. So here I have added this on the map, like I have added this on the map, but again in this I had make a new map. So now the m value has overwritten. So after it override, so now it is showing me the this one. But now I am going to merge both map. So to merge both map, what we have to do is, first of all, you just need to remove this. First, I'm going to like copy this all. Control C, moving down. I'm just going to remove this because I don't want to make a new map. I want to add, like I want to make my map on this object that I have made here. So I will make my map on this. So again, I will run this first. Okay. So after running this, I will run this code. Okay. So it has here. Let me just refresh this. Okay. So it actually overwrited this. Okay. So I'm going to download this and show you that how it looks like. Oh, so here we have our map. Okay, so here we have our map of the Berlin, and you can see that in this beautiful map, you can actually easily analyze that how much homes we have in this neighborhood. And here these are actually the polygon behind it. If I zoom in more, I will show you. I am just taking the hover over it and it's just showing me the value. Okay, if I zoom it more, you can see if I click on this, so this one is the private room, it's in this neighborhood, and the price is this. So these are all the pins that we have here. So actually the Python has the very amazing data analysis library like the Folium, and right now I have showed you example of the like how the urban planning can use this one. And actually right now we can also see that how the Airbnb can actually analyze their data with this, and they actually analyze their data by this. So this is actually such an amazing thing, and that is the actually the main like you can say the main strong power of the Python. Okay, so that was all about this. Yes, Asma. Asma, I can't hear you. You are
I
muted.
apologize. I apologize. I was mute, so I apologize for that. So
No, no, no,
it's
it's
a
okay.
great
It's okay.
session, Ali. I think people can benefit from Python more and more. Like everyone, Python is simpler to incorporate, simpler to use, because
Yeah.
I know there are very specialized tool that can do the job that you have shown, but the complexity lies on the fact that they might not be available in free, or if they are available in free
Mm,
version, they have a very limited range to
yeah.
explore
Yes. Yeah.
in it. And also the fact of the matter is learning curve is also another challenge. So using Python is not only become a cost effective, especially from for a small or medium sized organization. It also reduce the learning curve that comes with it. Anyone of you, if have any question from Ali, they can ask now. I just want to ask from you, Ali, that at the start of the session you mentioned that bank utilizes these geo maps. Could you please a bit elaborate that how banks and those sort of domains have the benefit of using geo maps for their businesses?
Yeah, so actually, banks actually you use it for their as I talked about, that they actually see how many users and how many customers we have uh, uh, we have in this specific region, and that's actually helped them that where they have to make the more branches, where they have to actually grow their business more, and and that's a very main thing for the bank, because they actually run on the customers. So that's how actually these actually help banks, because they can analyze that where they have more customer, where they have less customer, and where they have less customer, they just make the more branches. And also they do for the likewise they do for the ATM machine, that how much far the one ATM machine is from another, and where it don't have. So that so that they can actually make their more ATM booths.
I think exactly. I totally agree with you. Application on any data set can be huge. There can be number of application. The main challenging part of it, that how you can analyze those particular, especially the geographical data set, because it's very difficult to make sense out of geographical data, because in a data set, in a file, or whether you get it on a specific storage server, all you see is a lat long until unless until other kind of data set. What differentiate geographical data from other data set is that other data set you can sometimes make from the developer end, you can make a bit of a sense out of it. Okay, this is rows, this is column, this is name,
Yeah,
this is bio information of someone. But geographical data is, you really can't say anything much about it unless you map it. You
yeah,
have
yeah,
that
yeah.
assurity. Okay,
Agree,
because the
agree,
lat
agree.
long point, even if I even if I just move a second of a meter, or I would say a very brief, I take a short leap, the lat long changes itself. So I am not sure, just looking into that textual data, that where I am, what is the locality, where this lat long coming from. So it's really important
Yeah,
to map that into your into some visualization, and then make sense out of it, that what we can come out of it. So Tala has some comments on you. I think you could address it better.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. By the way, I can address it. Talha, really, we can actually map the polio vaccine that where they have actually in which houses the children has vaccinated. So it will actually help us, and also it will actually show the in these kind of map we actually make the clusters, that we actually make the clusters on it, that where we have more cluster. So these maps are actually help us a lot in this.
Yes, exactly. Basically, you see those elements as a group, not as an individual. Like where is it's coming, what are intensity of it. As you explore more, you have more sense of understanding, and sense of that confidence, that what you want to do with your geomap. So
Yeah.
Ali, I would like you to share your contact detail, so people here could reach out to you if they have any relevant thing they would like to ask regarding geo maps in Python. So kindly share your contact so people can reach out to you.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yes,
could
yes, yes,
share it.
yes.
Yeah. You could share it through your screen, or you could send it to me in a private chat. I will
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, I will. Yeah,
channel
I
it out.
would. Yeah, I would love that if people actually come out more to me. They can actually learn the Python. Okay, so I.
Yeah, people also really like you to, start your own Python beginner course. So you should really channel yourself out here, how they can, get the benefit out of you. Because I know you're a Udemy instructor as well, and you teach on many online platform like you teach on Preply as well. So you really,
Yeah,
just share your details so people can reach out to you
yeah.
if they
So
want to, learn, or if they
yeah.
have any issue.
Okay, so I have shared the in the private chat. So if you have any issue, you can actually reach me out on my LinkedIn, and I would love to help you.
Okay, let me just share that. So, guys, if anyone of you would like to reach out to Ali for any kind of help regarding the data analytics or Python, or any whatever technical issue you are facing, you can reach out to Ali through his LinkedIn profile. A link is available in the description. So, as our session has been concluded, so now we are moving to the fun part of
Yeah,
our show. So yeah, I think the fun part is that we are just going to have a quick game battle between us. This is just a fun part
yeah,
of this
yeah,
session, that just to enjoy each other and satisfy kind of our gamer
yeah.
ego
The audience
inside.
so that they
Then
don't
we
get
can
bored.
yeah. I think that we can challenge each other. So I
Yeah,
think let me share you. I have already shared you the detail how you can what kind of we are going to. So let me share uh, the code with you in a private chat. Let me just 2 minutes. I hope you are able to see what I have shared
yeah. I have
with you
able
in
to
a
see.
private chat.
Okay, I have connected.
Okay, let's let me start our game then.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, Talha, I actually reply, so you can actually easily reach out to me.
So I hope you're ready, Ali. I hope so
Yeah,
that you're ready to challenge me.
yeah,
To challenge me.
yes, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
we're
Let's
getting
begin
started.
then.
Okay,
Okay. Let's start this.
okay, so I am,
Right. Let's start. Let's wait for our game to load.
yeah,
Let's just
okay, so we are in the Central Park.
Yep. We're in the Central Park in a
Yeah,
snowy area.
yeah, thank you, Sarij Khan, for loving the session.
And it's really difficult to control it.
Actually, it's not updating on my screen. Okay, it's actually like so laggy on my screen. Yeah, it's really so laggy on my screen. Asma, I really don't know that where my car is going because it's laggy on my side. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm equally, like that. I'm also unable to control every time I play it.
No, actually, the screen is not updating on my side. Like it is updating with lag. So it's just going. Yeah.
It's really difficult to control these things, especially the racing games are already difficult to control.
Yeah, they are. But right now, it's like the internet, maybe due to some internet
I'm
connection.
much far behind than you right now.
Asma, to be honest, I don't know that where this my cart is going because it's
I also don't know where I think I can see you on my screen on my side. Still difficult to control. Come on, Ali. You just bumped into me. You can see me. I hope so.
yeah, I can see.
I just bumped you again.
Yeah.
The final lap, I think, has started.
Hmm. Actually, it's like lagging on like the screen
I
is so
think.
lagging on my side. So I really can't see. Like, okay.
Are you not able to see the screen?
No, I am able to see the screen, but it is like so much slow on my side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the snow gaming course is very difficult.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
you have okay. You have actually beat me, but obviously no, I beat you actually. That's okay. But
Yeah.
we were very close, I think. No, you actually
Yeah.
beat me.
Oh,
If
I
you see the
actually.
ranks,
Oh.
yeah, you did beat me. That's great.
Oh, see, Asma, I have like whether I have not played it before, but still I win.
Yeah, that's the thing, that's the spirit of the gaming that you have
Yeah,
to
yes, yeah,
in the, in there. So really thank you, Ali, for giving us your time and oops, wrong. Really appreciate for giving us time, and your session is very great. I hope people have any if anyone have any kind of question, they can reach out to you and share their problem. Then I think Ali is very helpful, and he will definitely guide you with thing you can do.
yeah.
And let me just close the game.
So Asma, thank you. Yeah, again, thank you so much for having me on your show. It's been my pleasure and like my honor that I am a guest on your show, and it was such an amazing time with you. And I hope the people that have joined this section they have learned something about the Python and about the geographical maps because they are actually so simple. And as I told you, that the Python learning curve is really so smooth. Anyone can learn this.
Amazing. Thank you, Ali. Great, session from you. And thank you again, once again, for, being part of our show. And I also thank all the audience that join us live today. You can also check out this video. It will be available on my YouTube channel. So don't forget to, like this video and subscribe to my channel and support us so we can continue bringing you more good content. So that's about it. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a blessed night. And Allah Hafiz and
Okay,
goodbye.
Allah Hafiz.